For the ones who do and are visual learners and they need to see it in a visual way, that want to understand like why round robins are so important, I got you. So I already done went through this. Where we at? Let me get it up on the screen for y'all. Boom. And I hope, read this first before I go any damn further. Please read this. This is not a play. You put this shit in and it don't hit, and you get in my mentions, I'm gonna air your ass out. But that's neither here nor there. Boom. Okay. So say this was the play you put in, right? And you gonna see that little round robin on FanDuel in blue. So when you click it, it'll come to this screen, right? I'm gonna show you why it's so important and exactly what it is. Because I'm gonna give people the benefit of the doubt. And I'm going to just go out on a limb and say that they just don't understand it. Because there's no way that they're just willingly not doing it, fumbling in the bag, leaving money on the table when 2 of the 3 hit. So I'm going to just be that guy, and I'm going to just assume that they just don't get it, right? We're going to just roll with that. There's no way I'm thinking a person that's 21 and over, mental capacity is just leaving money on the table. Now, what exactly is the round robin? So the round robin is kind of like a safety thing. Now, in order to get a round robin, one thing, the main thing that got to happen, you got to have at least one prop in 3 separate games. I would not advise you round robin like a 4-leg and 2 of the people in the same game, because in a round robin, if you got more than one prop in one game, both props have to cash for that game to count in your round robin. Because I've gotten people send me those. So that's first and foremost. It's just security. I see it so much where people losing 3 legs by 1 and they walk away with nothing. That's not how that should be. And the main thing that I think, because I'm thinking about how I looked at it when I first started and didn't understand it, a lot of people automatically assume more plays mean more money. So they look at it like, since this is a round robin and a 3-leg, that is more money. No, you just divide your money up. This is 3 plays. Oops. Times 3. That's 3 plays, and the 3-leg is 1 play. So that's 4 total plays. That's an even split. I don't care if you betting $5. That's $1.25 4 ways. $10. That's $2.50 4 ways. And notice I always use small amounts. And the reason I do that is because most small amount gamblers is the ones who think they can't benefit off of it. The first thing they'll say is, well, I don't bet a lot. My unit size is smaller. It doesn't matter. I don't give a damn what amount. If you had $1, you could split that 4 ways into 4 quarters. It doesn't matter. But this is the play, right? So if you went to the round robin and you use the FanDuel round robin option, you'll see buy 2s times 3. This is why I keep telling y'all, try to stay at 3, because it makes everything easier. It makes everything easier. It's an even split. Once you go into 4, 5, 6 legs, you get more round robin options. And it's going to be more. It'll be like by 3s times 6, by 4s times 10. So that's when it gets expensive. Just stay at 3 legs. I cannot stress it enough. If you're going to parlay them, just stay at 3 legs. It make everything easier, because if you stay at 3 legs, it'll just be a by 2s, and it's a even 4 split, like I told you. So by 2s times 3. What does that mean if you use this? So say I had $10. And I split it 4 ways. That would be what? $2.50 each. So I would put $2.50 on the 3-leg, and then I will put $2.50 in this box. Now, when you make the bet, it'll say $10 total, because even though you put $2.50 here, it's going to multiply it times 3. So you're really spending $7.50. It'll say $7.50 here, and then of course the $2.50 here. Now, why did it say $7.50? By 2s times 3 means that it's 3 2-leg parlays in here. So when you put that $2.50 in this box, you basically saying, I want to put $2.50 on each of the 3 2-mans. That's why I multiplied it by 3 for you. The easier way and the more visual way for y'all to see it, that will make you understand what exactly is happening. So you'll understand why I keep stressing round robins as much as I do. This, you can do it this way, right? By this feature. This is the same exact thing, what I'm about to show you. This is the same exact thing. This is not a play. Let's start right there. The same 3-leg, right? We've seen it here. This is the FanDuel way, where they'll do it for you. This is the manual way of doing it. So I like showing people this way because it make more sense to them. All this by 2s times 3 meant it was 1, 2, 3 2-leg parlays. Now, another reason, the main reason I always do my round robins manual. The reason I do that is because once a 2-leg cash, it'll cash out on FanDuel. instead of you waiting till it's all the way over for your round robin to cash. Because they need to see exactly what hit and what don't so they can adjust the odds to give you the right payout over here. So I like doing it manually like this because soon as a 2-leg hit, it'll cash out. Give me my money now. But not only that, when you do it manually, I just want you to see manually what this is saying. So remember, it was the 3-leg was Matt Olson, Cruz, Chisholm. It's telling you by 2s times 3. All it's telling you is the round robin of a 3-leg is 3 2-leg combos. But the bigger thing that I think that will help people and make them understand why you need the round robin, look at each of these 2-leg odds. That's how much money y'all leaving on the board. You left a 25, a plus 2,500 on the board. You left a plus 2,200 on the board, and you left a plus 1,900 on the board. So doing it this way, I can kind of show you what the individual odds of each 2-leg is that y'all just is leaving out there. You leaving a 19 to 1 times 19, meaning whatever you wagered, you made that times 19. So if you spent $10 on this, you would have made what? You 190. You would have made $10 on here, you would have made $220. If you would have put $10 on here, you would have made $250. Do you get where I'm going with this? Maybe you seeing it like this manually and seeing the odds of each individual 2-leg combination that this is doing as well. It's going to do the same math over here. So don't trip. It's just telling you, this number is telling you the average of the 3. But it's doing the same math when it actually get done. When it figure out, say 2 of the 3 hit. When it figure out which 2 hit, it's going to be one of these 3 combinations. And it's going to be these odds. And that's how you're going to get paid out according to what you wagered on each individual one. So if you got $10, just split it in 4. $250 on the 3-leg, $250, $250, $250. If you got $20, 5, 5, 5, 5. You don't have to spend more because there's more plays, but secure yourself. And hopefully you seeing these odds of each individual 2-leg in this 3-leg parlay, what y'all leaving on the table for the ones who just refuse to round robin a 3-leg. I see people play 3 legs and then they'll say, man, I should have played the 2-leg. Well, you do. You actually, if you got a 3-leg parlay combo and you round robin, you got 3 2-legs. It's 3 different 2-leg combinations in a 3-leg parlay when you round robin. So I just wanted to show y'all that. Now let's move. And because I'm always here to help, again, for the ones who want to get it, maybe you just need to see a visual and don't know what does by 2s times 3 mean. Or I hear people always say, well, when I put an amount in here, why did it multiply by 3? Because it did this. I'm showing you the manual way to know exactly what's going on. By 2s times 3, it is 3 2-leg parlay combinations in this 3-leg combo. And this is how it'll look. Olsen O'Neal, Olsen Jazz, Jazz O'Neal. It's 3 separate 2-leg combinations in a 3-leg parlay when you round robin. But I just want y'all to see the individual 2-leg odds that you leave on the table when you just refuse the round robin and strictly just play the 3-leg and then say you got hooked by 1. Well, it was a way of getting over that. If you would have just round robin by 2 and them 2 people that hit had to be one of the 3 combinations, you still made bank. And I guarantee you, if you split an even amount 4 ways, if 1 2-leg hit, it'll cover what you put on all 3 2-legs and the 3-leg parlay, the original amount you started with. If you had the 20 and you went 5, 5, 5, 5, if one of these 2-legs hit, I guarantee you the payout was more than the 20 you started with. So you can't even use that excuse, you know what I'm saying? Saying, well, I ain't making, that's cap. That's cap. Stay at 3 legs where it's an even 4-way split, and I guarantee you every 2-leg combination, if just one of those 2 legs hit, and then guess what, y'all? If all 3 hit, you just hit the plus 10,000, and then you hit that plus 19, 22, and the 25. So if all 3 hit, you just really made a come up. But for insurance purposes, if you always feel like it's hard to pair, you can't, that's why a lot of people say, especially myself, I love the 3-leg round robin because it already is hard enough to pair. So me giving myself like 3 different combinations of 3 players that I like the most, I feel like I give myself a better chance because all I really need is just 2 of y'all to hit and one of these 2-leg combinations work, right? Now, okay, now let's get into it. I just had to go over that because I'm seeing so many people still fumbling the bag. We making progress. I'm seeing more people playing straights. I'm seeing people round robin, but I'm seeing a lot of people not round robin. And they come on the timeline like, damn, I almost had them. Well, That's a choice. You did have them. You chose not to round robin because I stress this shit so much on stream. I know you hear me. There's no way you only heard, you got selective hearing and you only heard me say names and didn't hear me scream round robin your three legs and play your straights. There's no way you didn't hear those in between me finding names all day, all stream. Right? So let's get into it.